Hello and welcome back, everybody, or welcome to Jeremy's Garden, if the case may be. And if that is the case, slap subscribe and stick around. Stay tuned. Every video I put out gets a little bit better as I get better figuring out how to shoot video and also edit it. This is a documentary of my life where I decided that I'm going to buy some land and I'm going to live off-grid. I'm going to be as self-sufficient as I can. So come along with the adventure with me. So yeah, subscribe. In this particular episode, I am building the foundation of an 8x12 mini cabin. Eventually I'll build something bigger, but right now, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go! Woo! It's not even 11 in the morning and I am loaded down with cinder blocks. Lame joke, I know, but I had to do it. Had to get one lame joke in. Thankfully, when I was checking out all of these supplies, 3 guys chipped in and loaded up the truck for me because, boy, I am tired just unloading it. When using cinder blocks for your foundation, your first corner is, of course, kind of like your keystone to tie everything in. However, I should point out, and spoiler alert, that when I first started to lay out the bricks, I did not lay out, my corners and, run a little line across there to kind of help guide me. I had to go back and do that a little bit later, but I still ended up messing it up somehow, and I'm not quite sure. So yeah, spoiler alert. Rainbow, rainbow, I love you so. Yesterday, putting the bricks down, I got rained out. Alright, so I got some boiling water and I got my coffee right there I'll pour that boiling water into. Otherwise, yesterday I got one 12-foot wall and I started to go up on the corners of both walls, and then it absolutely began to rain. Hardcore rain, and it rained on and off, and yeah, so maybe today, so far it's looking pretty good. Heavy rain over that way. It's raining on me pretty darn good too. Lots of thunder. This may be lots of wind. Holy cow. Alright, I gotta get out of the rain. Woo, doggy. Yeah, I think I'm rained out for the day. Yesterday there was not thunder, but there is a lot of thunder going on right now. And the wind has picked up. Wow, yeah. Hey, but you know what, on the plus side, oh my word, look at that, it's hailing. Ah, it's hailing. Look at the ground, it's hailing. Day 3 of the foundation build is beautiful. Day 1, rained out. Day 2, rained out. Day 3, gorgeous. Here, all we gotta do is put one last brick in. One more. Let's do it, shall we? What the? What? From here to there should be 97 inches. I'm at 95 inches. 2 inches from that side to this side. I have somehow bowed the walls just enough that I lost 2 solid, perfect inches. I mean, it's 95 on the nose, and it is 97 on the nose over here. It should be 97 inches. Day 4. Look at that frost. Frosty tarp. Frosty 2x4s that I took out and was checking the level and didn't put back underneath the tarp. Frosty ground, frosty level, frosty shovel, frosty dog leash, frosty, just frosty everything. It's gorgeous though. So the other day at the store, I bought myself a little toy. I've decided I'm done doing 1 cup of coffee at a time. So yeah, I bought myself a little percolator coffee pot. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, especially on these frosty, nippy days. It will be good to get the day going, warm my body up. And yeah, good stuff. Look at that, beautiful. percolating. Made a burger last night, 2 of them. Ended up only eating 1, so I'm just kind of heating it up here. We'll get our thing, get a little egg going on in there as well. That'll be good. Make it like a breakfast burger. Oop, got a little shell. I bought this Arizona Cowboy Ghost hot sauce when I was over in Arizona to the Grand Canyon. I love some hot sauce, even though there's jalapenos in here. I'm going to add a little bit more heat. Mix it up a little bit. And then bon appetit. Okay, so my one wall that is 97 inches at proper measurement, possibly might have a little wobble in it, I don't know. I will find that out, but I do know that I need to figure out where I lost 2 inches heading down this way towards that end. So that's my mission, but I thought I'd just lay some studs out, kind of get a little eyeball perspective. I kind of wanted to motivate myself that, hey, all of this adjustment on the bricks will be worth it, because this is going to be the final, you know, there'll be a floor here, by golly. So that was very inspirational. It really was. It was a good idea. But it was actually an even better idea than just motivational, because I got to thinking, I can sit here and try to measure between every one of these bricks and figure out which one is wobbled just a little bit enough that eventually I lose 2 inches on that side. Even though they look, you know, eyeballed, they look pretty darn straight. I mean, I even had like a little string level going up over across it, and it looked like, you know, I was going down, looked like I was going the right way. Looked like they should all fit. But with that said, so you can see, if you got a brick going down this wall, you take and run your wall, the other brick, up against it this way, so they're butted this way. Now, cinder blocks are built the length that they are specifically so that this all works out mathematically. Because when you come down to the other end, now instead of this cinder being on the inside, you put this cinder on the outside. So you just alter each corner, you alter the way that they get butted together. Now this is done on purpose. So it's kind of, this isn't accurate, of course, you know, they're just floating there. But this is for an 8-foot wall. It's 97 inches from this side of the brick to the other side. And 8 foot is 96 inches. And the same, you know, different numbers going down a 12-foot run, you will end up with 1/2 inch of a little bit of a 1/2 inch lip on every single wall. So on the outside edge, you should have a 1/2 inch all the way down, all the way around the building. Because then when you put your sheeting on, that you would then attach your vapor barrier to, you have a 1/2 inch sheeting, and that 1/2 inch sheeting takes it and flushes the wall out to the edge of the cinder block. And then when you actually put your siding on, you take your siding and drop it down below the lip down here. And that way it makes it way less likely that you're going to get water up and over this way. And you can even, you know, do a little, you know, caulking or whatever you want to do if you really wanted to tighten that up. So with that in mind, and I know I kind of mentioned that previously in a segment earlier, but with that in mind, if I build my frame now, guess what? I can measure a 1/2 inch. So if I can get this wall, make sure this one I think is just about spot on perfect. So if I can get this wall to be my starter wall to line up where I put my thing down, then as I go down, so you can see here, I'm fairly flush this way with this one, right? But if you come down, all of a sudden, you can see this lip is getting thinner and thinner to where this is hanging off the edge now, which would bump this wall that way. And make me lose the 2 inches over here. Well, day 4 is not starting off very well. I already think I'm going to be heading off to the store. I got all my stuff out so I could put my batteries on the generator so I could charge them up, so I could make sure that I'd have good drill power here. But my one known Torx drill bit that I used all the time at the 308 house there in Washington. But basically I did it all, you know, for like building planter boxes and all the outdoor stuff that I was doing. Which of course I bought outdoor Torx screws so that they, you know, because they're exposed to the weather. None of this stuff here is going to be exposed to the weather. So, indoors. Well, guess what? Indoor Torx construction screws are a T20 Torx head, which is smaller than the outdoor T25. So, yeah. I'll give a rummage through the tools and hopefully I have a T20. If not, I'm going to town. So my dad, bless his soul, sent me off with a little care package before I headed back east over to Virginia. Look at that. Now this one is missing. It's a Torx T20 head. But it's missing because it's in my drill. Thank you, Dad. Oh man. I was thinking I would have to go to town today just for one little thing. One simple little thing. Thank you. Ah, great. Okay. Now that I've got the frame tied together, I can show you a little more. Hopefully that camera angle is okay. So I'm just taking my measure I'm going along each brick, and I need a 1/2 inch is what I need. And obviously this one here, not a 1/2 inch. So in order to straighten out the walls, we take a piece of our excess framing material, just lightly nudge these bricks over, until we get everything into place. They will tap through. So here's a 1/2 inch. This side needs to come in just a little bit more. We need to go back a little bit now on this one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now, next one. Now we tap these together, so that one should be fine. This one and that one need to go in a little bit. Okay, almost. Out just a little bit. There's a 1/2 inch. This side needs to go back in just a touch to line up with that one. Okay, so, and I hope this is still shooting everything pretty good, but I'm going to try to hammer these bricks tight going this way. Okay, this should be pretty flush. So now I can come down and I can just walk along, recheck. These are looking pretty darn perfect. And it looks like we have a winner. So we have one flush wall at 97 inches. So that's pretty good. And we're a 1/2 inch off the other side. So we should be 1/2 inch off over here. So now, plus we can also kind of see, well, you can't see because where the camera is, but as long as these two bricks and the cross look pretty flush, that should be pretty good. So that tightened up this corner, and 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, so we're good there. And we'll just work around this wall, and we will go all the way around the building, even if we have to go around twice just to make sure. As long as we got a 1/2 inch lip on the outside, we're good. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thanks for watching. I fought for an hour and a half to get this last piece of subfloor on. Pain in the butt. It's been an interesting episode to shoot. It's been fairly windy. Well, first of all, the rain, and then the hail. The frost in the morning time. It's only 48 degrees right now. Feels good, but I've been working, so I'm a little on the warm side. But yeah, it's been windy enough that a lot of the shots when I'm building, especially when I was going around and working on the foundation and actually laying the foundation, all of a sudden I look over and the camera's laying on the side because the wind is blowing it over. I've tried, thought about adding some type of weight to it somehow to make the tripod not quite so tippy. But yeah, I don't know. So maybe next episode there'll be a little bit more build stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of at a loss for words. I'm still my mind is still warped by getting this board down. So yeah, I don't know when the next video is going to come out. I've got to build up some more money to buy some more material before I can do anything more on this build. So hopefully it'll be soon. With that said, I'm going to let you go. And there's a couple of donations. There's a PayPal and a Venmo down there in the show notes if you want to. You might have to copy paste it to make it work. Otherwise, there's also a Patreon that's $5 a month. There's a chat room and all that. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good deal. And let's see. Yeah. Otherwise, click like, subscribe. That's a good way to support the show. So, that's a wrap.